record. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Three Fools and One Brain Cell. I got it right.
I'm the brain cell.
I got it right.
About fucking time.
I'm actually kind of surprised.
Me too. I thought I was going to screw that up.
Man, this man's been thinking about that all week. Rehearsing it in
How
the
many
mirror.
times? I was about to say, how many times did you have to practice that in the mirror, dude?
I don't want to tell you. So it was a interesting weekend of the NFL.
Anger.
Frustration, agony. But I guess we should start with the AFC. The AFC Championship game. Ravens trailed the entire game and did not win to the damn Chiefs.
No, there were some issues with calls though.
There was calls there, like the one on Van Noy I didn't agree with at all. I think that was BS.
Yeah, that one was bullshit. The one where, who's the number 4 for the Ravens?
I can't remember.
Where the dude was hanging on to his ankle after the whistle and he pushed him off. It was like, dude, fuck off. Don't do that shit. And they blew the whistle on him for unsportsmanlike conduct. That one was bullshit.
Now, granted, everybody, these are our personal opinions. If you do feel differently, you have the right to. And we don't judge you. Well, at least I don't.
But to be fair, the Ravens.
Man, there's someone out there, or well, I shouldn't say someone. You know, there's a group out there for sure.
You're
That-
wrong.
Totally disagree with everything we said.
Every call in that game was perfect. Taylor Swift said so.
No.
Shut up, bro.
But-
Shut up.
To be fair, the Ravens did not help themselves whatsoever. And fumble on the 1 yard line. Like, come on. You gotta hold on to
Yeah,
that.
that was number 4 too.
Like, I feel like if you're gonna. Like, he had the first down, so there was, no reason to be trying to reach for a touchdown. I understand trying to get points, but you had 4 more plays to try to punch it through. So,
Yeah.
at that point, it's kind of just situational football. You should have just protected the ball at that point and went down. And then the interception in the end zone, that was just dumb on Lamar Jackson. I don't know why he threw that.
Yeah.
Because there was if I'm remembering correctly, there was 2 Chiefs there. And one.
No, it was triple coverage. He
I
threw
can't-
into triple coverage. It was fucking absurd.
It's why?
You're that caliber of player, and you're just gonna throw to 3 red men when your team's colors are purple. Are you colorblind, Lamar Jackson?
He might be.
I mean, I am. I get colors confused sometimes. It's okay,
But not red and purple.
but not red and purple, dog.
Right. At what point does the Raven organization look at John Harbaugh and say we get this far and that's it? When are we going to a Super Bowl?
Yeah.
I feel like he should start being on the burner for them.
Yeah, I mean, I think Uncle Bill still looking for him.
What? Bring old Belichick into
Did you-
Baltimore?
I did hear some rumor that he and Brady be going to Michigan.
Going to Michigan?
Yeah.
To be the coach and quarterback coach or something?
Yep. I think it was Belichick as head coach, and then Brady as OC.
See, that's what the Patriots should have done. Was bring Brady in as the
I mean,
OC.
they should have. They should have. But
Because it's obvious
did
him and
they?
Bill work
No.
well together.
Yeah. Now again, that's just a rumor, but I mean, I think it'd be interesting to see Brady go back.
Oh, to Michigan?
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Back to where it basically all started for him.
yeah.
Because he had to like battle
I think
there
it'd be
too
cool.
to just get his spot. And
Get playtime.
you like playing with the controller, don't you?
There was he started out at another college, I think, though, didn't he?
No, I think maybe I can't remember. Maybe, and he transferred to Michigan. I can't
Because
remember.
I know
though.
there were a few that like a few players that had to do that.
Yeah, I can't remember if he started off with Michigan or if he just transferred or what. But
Nah, he did his 4 years at University of Michigan.
so the question I have is now, with the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, is this dynasty talk? Like, is the Chiefs gonna have a
shut up.
dynasty if they win this?
It's funny you say that because Yahoo Sports 6 hours ago, this is the headline. The Chiefs are the new Patriots, the team everyone loves to hate.
Hmm?
I strongly fucking disagree with that statement. That'd be fucking comparing Mahomes to Brady. You can't fucking do that.
But in the time period that the Chiefs have won their Super Bowls, it's still virtually the same team.
Yeah.
Like the head coach, Andy Reid, the quarterback, tight end, running back. Like only one that not there is Tyreek Hill, I think.
Yeah.
So is it gonna be a dynasty team
I
that
don't
wins
think
three
so.
Super Bowls together? That'd
don't
be
think so.
unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't see them winning. So no.
That's not the question though. If they win, is it
If
are
they
they
win,
considered?
how many wins do the Patriots have?
The Patriots have 6, but to be
That's
considered a
within
dynasty,
30s, right?
you're considered. It's like 3 within like a certain period of time. I think it has to be like almost virtually the same team, and it basically is.
They ain't gonna win. Doesn't matter.
I mean, it does. The conversation still matters whether the Chiefs go down as a dynasty or not.
I don't know. If the guideline, if it falls within the guidelines, then yeah. But
Because there's only like what 4 or 5 dynasties. You've got the 49ers. You've got the
Raiders,
Steelers.
Cowboys,
The Raiders aren't a
Patriots.
dynasty.
I thought they were.
Bro, the Raiders own the fucking Seas in early 80s.
Right? Yeah, but are they a dynasty?
Yeah. I think they would be. And then you got the fucking Cowboys who own the late 80s.
Yep.
I wouldn't consider the Steelers a dynasty.
See, Steelers came to mind. I think they are.
They are because I think they've hit the that moniker, but
In order to be declared an NFL dynasty, a team must have multiple Super Bowl wins across 5+ years. The top three are the Patriots, the Steelers, and the 49ers.
They are saying the Raiders are a dynasty, so yeah.
According to this, Kansas City could be the next one, and then they're saying Cincinnati is probably coming in hot after that.
So what did we figure out? The Cowboys, the Steelers,
Steelers,
49ers,
Raiders,
Patriots, and Raiders. So that's the dynasties right now.
Yeah.
So Chiefs win. I mean, that'd be pretty monumental for the Chiefs, but I don't see them getting
I mean,
past
that
the
would
49ers.
constitute multiple in 5+ years.
Yeah. That would suck.
I would find a way to hop into a parallel dimension where Tom Brady was turned into a cyborg and he's 100 years old and still playing. And he wins the Super
I mean, the Patriots
Bowl
still
every
have the greatest dynasty of all time. So,
Yeah.
I mean, they created what basically on those levels of what a dynasty is considered. They made two.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, beat that.
It's all right. The
God,
Raiders
it's
are
so
coming in
sad.
hot, baby.
Hold on, Venom. It is so sad when a fan holds on to an era that has now long gone past and is now irrelevant.
It ain't that gone.
But yet still throws that in everybody's face like it's still hot shit.
Man,
What, like you
we
and the
ain't the
Cowboys?
Cowboys yet.
Oh no, you guys are. That's the sad part. You
Right.
are. You guys just don't see it.
Not yet.
No, dude. It's just been,
We still
it's
got
just been
time,
two
man.
seasons.
No, you
seasons.
don't.
Gerard
We'll be
Mayo is
alright.
gonna make a difference.
I'm a Cowboys fan and came to the realization that we ain't what we once were and probably won't be ever again.
I mean,
Oh, you're right about that.
I'm
mean,
pretty
as
sure
as long as
that's the
Jerry Jones
Patriots.
is alive, yeah, that's never gonna happen.
Nah, see, we're gonna get a new quarterback this year. It's gonna take him about 2-3 years to get into the swing of things. Again, I see us in the playoffs next year. I don't see us winning a Super Bowl for 3.
Are you talking about the Patriots?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you don't know is the Patriots are busy cloning Tom Brady right now. To
See,
Robert Kraft
there's
is
a
cooking
problem.
a docile Belichick.
There's a huge problem with your theory there, Venom.
What's that?
You guys got nobody. Yeah, you got guys working up talent, but you ain't got nobody right now. That is a fresh ass baby team.
Yeah.
yeah. But we also have the biggest for free what the fuck's it called? Salary cap.
Yep.
So
That is true.
I
we
mean,
But
could
He's
make a team,
NFL, dude.
a dominant team, just to go to the Super Bowl next year, just to say F you.
Yeah.
okay, yeah, let's say you grabbed a whole bunch of legends. All right,
But I don't see
I'll
that
even say
happening.
that.
They
You
need to
still
fix
wouldn't
their
have
O-line.
nothing because none of them have any experience together. That's the main problem. And building that playbook based off of your team. Playbooks adjust based on the players and their performance
Well, they just
and
gotta
what they
make
can do.
get a few good. They need a number one wide receiver. They need
Right now,
an O
they
line.
need to aim for 5 wins.
We just need to clone Julian Edelman.
Julian Edelman.
Yeah.
Can you imagine, like Welker in his prime with Julian Edelman both
Jesus
playing
fuck,
wide
dude.
receiver? Because Edelman didn't play wide receiver really when Welker was there. He was like a punt returner.
Yeah. That or shit, Edelman with Moss in his prime, dude.
Yeah, I always felt like the Patriots effed up by getting rid of Randy Moss.
Oh, for sure, dude. That was the start of the decline in my eyes.
To the Vikings, right? He went from Patriots to the
No,
Vikings, or
he was
it?
drafted by the Vikings,
He was-
Yeah.
Okay.
and then he went to
I
the
can't remember. I
Raiders,
remember who
I
Randy
think.
Moss was.
Didn't he go to like the
Where he came
Jets or
from.
something fucking weird like that?
He went to the no. He went to. I almost want to say he went to the Cowboys, and did nothing.
No, isn't it the Niners?
Oh, maybe you might be right. It might have
I
been
see. I
the
think he went to
Niners.
the Niners. I
Did
don't
they,
think he came to the. I don't think he came to
did they,
Dallas.
did they trade him with Garoppolo? Is that
No.
what happened?
Actually, I know for sure it can't be the Cowboys because
No, it wasn't.
we had Romo at
Oh.
the time and Randy Moss.
He
was the-
went from the Vikings to the 49ers to the Titans to the Pits to the Raiders.
Holy
Then
shit,
to
I
the
did not. I
Patriots.
didn't know he got past the Niners. I thought he was done after that.
Man, one of the greatest to ever catch a ball and never won a Super Bowl.
Oh, it's so sad.
No,
Him
he,
and-
he got a Super Bowl with us.
Mm-mm. He didn't
Are
win
you sure?
because the
I'm
year they
positive
went to
he's-
the Super Bowl with him was their undefeated season, and they lost that to the Giants.
Right. Oh no. I had the timing flip flopped.
Just like Welker never won a Super Bowl with the Patriots.
It was Vikings to Raiders to Patriots back
Yeah,
to the
'cause he had a-
Vikings.
He had a terrible
Then to
run
the
with the Raiders,
Titans.
didn't he?
Yeah,
That's how he
Then
ended
to
up
the
on the
Titans.
Patriots because
and then to the 49ers.
yeah. Patriots should have never got rid of him. Him and Brady
Yeah.
and Moss had like the connection.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah,
the
when
next
you got
year,
it.
I think that's when Brady got hurt. I think wasn't it the year they got rid of him,
I think so.
or it was after the year they got rid of him. But
But when he was on the Raiders too, I mean the Raiders had a shit fucking quarterback then too.
yeah, that doesn't help.
But he was one of the ones that had to switch schools.
He went
Uh,
to
He went
like
to Florida State. He got redshirted, so he transferred to Marshall.
Oh, his son was playing in UMaine, I think.
Yeah. I mean,
Is he eligible
so
for the
many
draft
fucking
this
good
year
players
or
did
no?
that. Do what?
Is his kid eligible for the draft this year or no?
I'm not sure. Let's find out. But fuck, dude. I mean, Brock Berlin from the Hurricanes is the same thing. I think he started at University of Florida and got redshirted and transferred to Miami, and that was the year, or it was the year after that. I think Miami went all the way. Let's see if I can find his kid on his. Brother Thaddeus. He's playing for LSU. Or he graduated from LSU and went undrafted in 2020. He's a tight end. Let's see. He played on the Bengals, and now I don't think he plays for anybody now. He was playing for the Birmingham Stallions. Oh, he plays spring ball for the UFL.
Got awfully quiet real quick.
Yeah, I thought I got disconnected. He has another son that plays though, doesn't he?
I didn't even know he had one that played.
I thought he had two kids that played college ball. Guess I'm wrong. Who do y'all got for the 11th?
I got the Super Bowl.
Yes, sir.
I got Niners all the way.
Yeah, I think Niners are gonna cap it.
So I'd
I
step
wouldn't.
away.
I
What-
wouldn't be surprised if Chiefs did happen to win. Though it just anything could freaking happen now after freaking a Lions game. So.
I would cry.
So what did we figure out about Moss's kid? Because I had to step away for a second.
He played for the Bulls in 2020. Where'd it go? Give me a second.
I think he said they played for the Bengals.
He went
now he plays
undrafted
ball.
in LSU. Thaddeus Moss. He played for the Bengals. Or sorry, he went undrafted in 2020. Played for the Washington football team. Then went to the Cincinnati Bengals. And now he plays spring ball for the Birmingham Stallions.
Didn't Moss have a kid play for you, man?
I think we went over this before.
I really feel like that was the thing.
Because he played for NC State. And then transferred during the summer of his freshman year to LSU. So he sat out his sophomore year, and then he missed the entire 2018 season due to a foot injury.
Okay, so we're talking about a different Moss. It's Mantigo Moss, and it is Randy Moss's son.
Montego Montoya. Let's see.
Yeah, Montego
Black
Moss.
Bears football. Trying to pull him up.
He's a defensive player?
No, he's a wide receiver.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, Thaddeus was a tight end, and this one's a wide receiver.
He
But
probably
yeah, he plays
won't go in the draft if he played for you, Maine.
No, he
Which is unfortunate because there's some pretty good players that come out of UMaine.
Yeah. But who knows, man? I think it looks like he's got another year.
Yeah, so he won't be up for the draft till like next year if he gets that far.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we were talking about 49ers. We on to the 49ers and Lions.
Yeah.
No, we weren't. We completely just bypassed that because it's just not even freaking worth talking about.
No, we are talking about it because
It's so stupid. How do you have a lead, a 3-possession lead, and you do nothing until the last 2 minutes?
ask Dan Quinn.
Like, what the fuck? Dude, I was watching the plays on my phone, and I kept that shit up. And I just kept seeing the Niners score at the second half, which I did say that they were going to start doing. I just didn't think the Lions were just going to roll over.
So I made a post. Venom saw it and liked it. I think Dan Campbell is just Dan Quinn and Pete Carroll in disguise, trying to be this ballsy ass coach to make ballsy ass like decisions. It's like it never works. Situational football always works.
Yeah.
He should have never gone forward on 4th down. He should have kicked the field goal. He didn't kick the field goal, and he lost by a field goal. That is
Yeah.
literally just like they could
Which
have
is
gone in
how I
overtime and
called
won
it,
that.
too. I said the Niners were gonna win by a field goal.
I don't think you thought of it that way though. I think you in
Yeah,
your head it was they were
Not
gonna
that
drive down the
true.
field and
I
score a
didn't think
field
it was
goal.
gonna go that way.
Like
Nah, I think they were gonna hold it by one, but
you're on
hey,
the 30-yard
still,
line. Like kick the field goal. This is why people are stupid when they say Belichick's a dumb coach. And he was nothing without Brady because Belichick would have never made that decision to go for it on 4th down on the 30-yard line. He would have kicked a field goal, and he has in the Super Bowl against the Falcons. You take the points. You
yeah.
like
You take what
if
you
this
can
coach
get.
doesn't learn from that, then he needs to not be a coach. And he's done it twice. He did it against the Cowboys, kept trying to win the game instead of just going into overtime. Go into overtime. Like, the worst that's going to happen is you're just not going to touch the ball. But in the playoffs, the rules are different, and both teams had a chance. So, like, he should have just kicked the field goal. Like, he should be, like, blasted for that.
it was fucking stupid play calling. That is literally what cost the game. And literally, there's just nothing more to fucking
I've
say on
talked
that.
to like people. It's like, yeah, but if he does it, he's like, if he converts it, he's the smartest person. I'm like, yeah, but look at any coach that has ever done that. It never works. It never works
don't-
out.
You don't go for it on 4th and whatever
I think it was like a
unless
yard.
you're behind and you need to take that gamble because it's your only chance. If you are playing a decent game and you keep it close and you still got time,
Oh, they
take
had
the
more than
points.
enough time because they wouldn't. Have
I
to
know that's
kick
what I'm
that-
saying.
They wouldn't have to have kicked that onside kick. So they would have had the field goal. They would have had to have kicked the onside kick. The 49ers might have been in a position where they felt like they had to actually like do something to win, and then they probably would have made a mistake and lost. It's like it's easy to coach on this couch, but it's like when it's that blatant, it's like, come on. It's like take the points.
I mean, they blew a 17-point lead.
They did 100% blow a 17-point lead,
They
which doesn't
blew it
happen
like a date
very
in the
often in
bathroom.
like playoffs. Like when you've got like
No. The
that
last
lead.
team to do that was the 49ers. I remember hearing that. It was like I can't remember who it was
Eagles,
against
wasn't
either.
it?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was
And
Eagles.
it was their
or it
last Super Bowl
was-
against the Chiefs.
Yeah, it's just. Oh wait, was it the Chiefs?
No, that was the.
No, it was the playoff. It was the NFC fucking championship game where they went and played against the Chiefs.
Oh,
Like we're going on to play against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. So whoever they played in that NFC championship
that would've
game
been
is
the
the last
Eagles.
time that they did it,
that would have been the Eagles.
or
Let's-
last time anybody did it.
It baffles me that like teams lose those leads. It's like how? How do you lose those leads?
They get cocky. Think the game's in the bag.
Exactly. They got all freaking relaxed, all yippee. Hey, we're gonna win this, and then make stupid fucking plays, make stupid decisions, fucking stupid penalties,
I feel like there was no like,
and throw the fucking game. That's literally what.
because I don't think there was any controversial penalties in that game that I can think
No, I
of.
think everything was pretty much straight up. I think there was one.
There was like
what
no
was it?
like
What was it?
PI
The
calls,
roughing the
but
passer that game, or was that the Baltimore Chiefs
that
game?
might have I don't know, but they
I
don't
don't
usually
remember.
call like
Oh, he's dead. R.I.P. Weymouth. R.I.P.
What?
baby.
why'd you RIP me?
Somebody's mic, because somebody's mic went click and there was a thump.
Oh,
So, like someone got double tapped in the back of the head and just fucking slumped over in their chair.
it might have been me. I muted
think
my mic
Amanda
real
had
quick,
enough of-
so it might have
I
been me, but
I was gonna say I think Amanda had enough of Joe's shit.
yeah. Anyway, it just baffles me. It's like, why doesn't teams just play conservative when you got the lead?
Why
Like,
don't you just play the game the way it's supposed to be played?
which is conservative when
Literally,
you got the lead?
exactly. Just play it how it's been played for decades. Literally, yes. So sure, we've gone from the start of football where it was just a run game to where we throw the ball and we throw the ball more and we run now.
But still,
Shit, it didn't feel
But
like it Sunday.
You still play the game one play at a time. It is literally that's what they teach us at the start of what in middle school when you hit Pop Warner tackle.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
play at a time. That's how the game's supposed to be played. One play at a time.
yeah. Oh man, actually, to go back, like I'm gonna like go really far back into the Ravens game. Lamar overthrew receivers terribly.
Oh, yeah.
there was like he was throwing the ball and they were like at least 3 or 4 steps behind that ball. It's like
I wonder how much in debt he is to the mob.
because that was bad. It was like
No,
Odell. Like, how do you
was-
overthrow Odell Beckham Jr.?
It was like almost borderline like, hey, I'm doing this on purpose.
Almost, because it was like I feel like Odell Beckham is like a receiver you just don't overthrow. Like, he's fast, so he's gonna get there, and then a few other receivers. It's just like, and it was like 3 plays like that, and they were the long plays that happened.
Yeah.
And I feel like the short plays ended up being like they ended up turning into long plays because the receiver caught it in a short distance and then ran. I was like, what is going on here?
Yeah. I mean,
Ravens are just the biggest choke artists in the history of the NFL.
no, they're the second biggest.
Well, who's the first besides the Cowboys?
The Cowboys, man.
Like, I was talking to like my cousin, and I was like, we were talking about like the NFC and the AFC and how like the AFC is like the better conference over the NFC right now. But I'm like, yeah, but you have teams that are like more solid than the AFC.
Hold
You
on,
got-
hold
yeah.
on. How are you going to say the Cowboys are a bigger choke artist than the freaking Patriots when we had an undefeated season just to lose the Super Bowl?
Because of the helmet
Hey,
catch, the luckiest
at
catch
least
in the
we
world.
at least
Bad
we make
Okay,
it.
that is the biggest freaking choke of them all.
Yeah,
at least we
So-
but to be
at least we
fair,
make it
the
to the
helmet
Super Bowl.
catch should have
Okay,
never have
That-
happened
that's
because
worse.
Eli should have been ruled as down because he had forward progress or whatever, just stopped. So he should have been ruled down, and he wasn't.
I ain't arguing that call. I completely agree.
So the helmet catch should have never happened. But
But
I will
still,
say there
it
was plays
happened.
after that they should have stopped him, and they didn't. But that was one game. That's not.
I know, but that is
every
still that
friggin'
is
year.
Not every year.
oh no. See, no, that's just consistency. That's not choking. That's just being consistent at this point.
No, that's just
Okay.
called voting.
Okay.
No,
So
choking is when you do something so freaking phenomenally, you get to the end and you fuck it. Okay, that's what the Patriots did.
Yeah, but the Cowboys making it into the
Okay, that is a
postseason
choke. That is a huge choke. The Cowboys losing every freaking season midway through.
Yeah, but
That's just expected. That's not choking. That's just we're a shit team now.
yeah, but that's not
God.
the same.
Man,
You
look
heard
up the
this
damn definition. Oh, actually, I don't even know if there's even a freaking definition for that in the dictionary.
You heard it here first, folks. The biggest Cowboys fan in the world confirms that y'all suck.
I wouldn't say I'm the biggest. I'm probably far from that, but
But
it is my team, and we do suck. And if Cowboy fans cannot see, well, actually, this year we didn't do too bad. We did fuck up though, but didn't do too bad
But
this year. It's
to-
the best we've done in a very long time.
to add, the Ravens are the biggest choke artists in the league because this is the second time they were the first seed and didn't make the fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So, and a year that they should have made the Super Bowl. They had the freaking AFC Championship game in Baltimore. Like, they should have won. And they
Yeah.
lose. They should have been in the
Extra
Super
got
Bowl.
too real.
I mean, you can't blame it solely on the Ravens, though, dude. I wish I would have fucking taken a still from that game. It was like right when it started to piss pour rain, the camera panned over to Taylor Swift in the box, and she's just staring at the fucking sky, mumbling some shit. She's a witch. I'm telling you,
Oh my God.
she's a witch. When you burn her, it's a mistake, dude.
This is, you heard
It's
it
all
now.
her
Taylor
goddamn-
Swift is a witch.
Oh,
I do not want to be tied to this comment. It's fucking hilarious, but I don't want to be tied to this comment.
So, like, one question that I've gotta ask: are we gonna commentate or talk about the Pro Bowl, or does none of us give a fuck?
Ooh, I'm always a fan of the Pro Bowl. I do like to see how the
Teams-
other stars
do
from all
realize
the
it's
teams
flag
around
football,
each
right?
conference. Huh?
You do realize it's flag football, right?
Wait, it's flag football
yeah.
now?
Yeah.
It's been flag football for like the last 3 years.
Well, I haven't watched football in the last 3 years.
Yeah, it's flag football.
What? Oh, never mind. Fuck that. I understand why.
It's
I
because
do,
players don't give a fuck
But that's
enough
so
to play.
stupid.
But
It's not the same game. See, I don't know why they don't do the Pro Bowl after the Super Bowl. Literally,
Because it
why
would still
not
be
do
the
it? Because
same.
I want to see these guys actually play the freaking game.
it would still be the same because they don't want to get hurt in a meaningless game. So they don't try.
It's still got some meaning.
No, it doesn't.
AFC versus NFC, one of the biggest rivalries ever.
Well,
No,
because
if
it was
it
created.
wanted to, if they wanted to do it like right, they should structure it like an all-star game and have it midway through the season.
Yeah.
See,
Or just make
I
it
never
so,
understood or
like-
liked that because it's like someone could be hot in the beginning of the season and complete ass the second half,
Or
and
just
someone could
make
be
it
like
like
shining that second half.
Anybody who's on the Pro Bowl team, like, if you get hurt in this game, you're set for life or something stupid like that. Like, or like if your team wins this, like AFC wins this, whatever team you're on, your team cannot trade you if you don't want it,
Yeah.
or your team can't cut you if you don't want it for like that year. That would be a way to make people play a little harder in the Pro Bowl, but
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about the Pro
But-
Bowl anymore.
Make it a damn good bonus for the winners.
They do. Like, they
Yeah.
win money for
Apparently
winning the game.
not.
Not enough to get hurt and lose
Pussies.
millions.
Pussies. Pussies.
You say that until you're trying to
Fuck
win.
that shit. Hell no. Any sport I ever fucking play, I give it my all.
Yeah, but you weren't making multi-millions of dollars.
it's more of a reason to still give it my fucking all. I got fucking multi-millions of dollars. I don't need more than what I can spend.
Yeah, but they don't care what you do in the Pro Bowl. Like that
Care
doesn't
either.
It's also
that
not like
doesn't
you
like
get it all at once.
ever on a reason on your paycheck. So they don't care. They care what you do during the regular season. They don't care what you do during the Pro Bowl. So if you go out in the Pro Bowl and get yourself hurt and then you're out for a whole season, you're fucked. Granted, you're a multi-millionaire, so if you can't figure out what to do with that multi-millions of dollars to stay balanced,
See, how do you go
There's-
from
there's a lot-
arguing with me to literally just validating my argument right there? I need to know. How do you do
Because-
that?
sports people are stupid.
Yeah, they can't. There's a reason you see so many fucking
We've got one
like,
that lives in Halloween,
professional
Maine.
players. You see, there's a reason you see so many professional players doing advertisements and shit, like Gronkowski. He's a perfect example.
Well, he
They-
actually
they
saved his
usually-
money from playing.
Yeah.
But still,
But like a lot of these guys that do like local advertisements and shit, because they're out of fucking money.
so we just agreed the
They
Pro
don't
Bowl
fucking
sucks.
save their money.
We don't give a fuck.
Yeah, at this point, damn. I maybe I should have freaking caught up with the times before making my comment, because I do feel like a dumbass now. I did not realize that happened. I cannot
will say
believe
it is
that
back-
happened.
In Orlando,
Yeah, it's not Hawaii anymore, is it?
it's not what?
It's not in
It's not
Hawaii,
in Hawaii
is it?
anymore.
No, it changes every year.
I always thought like the last several years it was in Hawaii.
No, it was in Orlando when they first switched to, or no, I think it was in Orlando the last year they had pads, and then it went somewhere. Then it went to Hawaii, and now it's here, or now it's back in Orlando. And I don't think Hawaii's in any way, shape, or form capable of hosting a Pro Bowl this year after Maui burned to the fucking ground. They got their own shit to worry about.
Oh, and on to the Super Bowl.
That's what I have to think about Taylor Swift. So with the Super Bowl, I haven't heard it yet, but I have a feeling that they're gonna shit can Usher. Taylor Swift's gonna cancel her Japanese tour. She's gonna perform at the Super Bowl. Kelsey's gonna win the Super Bowl. And then he's gonna pull a Kanye when they're announcing everybody, like the MVP and shit. And he's gonna pull a Kanye and run up on stage and propose to Taylor in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, now with all that bullshit out of the way, actual feelings on the game.
Which game?
Not bullshit.
The Super Bowl.
I don't want the Chiefs to win. And you know what? I'm not a Chief
Okay.
hater because of Taylor Swift. I was a Chief hater. I'm an original Chief hater.
Same, but it just makes it that much worse. Now that every time I turn on the fucking TV to watch football, everything in the fucking pregame show and the postgame show, it's like, oh, cool, awesome, you played great. All right, back to Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking annoying, dude.
But I will say that I was an original Chief hater. And that was just because of the Patriots Chief rivalry.
Yeah.
Back in the day. Back when the Chiefs managed to get Tom Brady benched. Patrick
Well, I'm
Mahomes
always
wasn't
pro
playing then, was he?
NFC.
Say what?
Patrick Mahomes wasn't on that team that caused Brady to end up being benched for. That was the on the Cincinnati game.
I don't think he was.
Was
I
it?
don't-
Was
I
that
think he was
Alex
still in
Smith?
college. I think so. What year was this?
Whatever year the On to Cincinnati happened. So I think that was the Seahawks Super Bowl. So whatever year that was.
Alright.
I think all you have to do is look up Brady benched in Chiefs game, and it'll probably pop it up. But that's when my hatred for the Chiefs started.
Bum 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 bum.
Because
Bum,
the
bum,
Chiefs
bum, bum.
used to be that team that, you know, you kind of like rooted for when they weren't playing your team
Yeah.
because you felt bad for them. Now,
2016.
wow, that
Oh,
was
no, 2014. 2014.
oh my god, that was 10 years ago.
Yep. There's no way Mahomie was,
Yeah, he wasn't playing.
he was still in college then, I think.
Yeah, he wasn't playing. But that's when my Chiefs hatred started. It was after that game. That was the era you felt bad for the Chiefs.
Yeah, that was Alex Smith.
And I just now just hate Patrick Mahomes.
He had, Alex Smith had 3,265 yards that year.
Yeah, he had a decent year. Travis Kelce was on that team.
Yeah, he had 865 or 862 yards that year too.
That's always funny that everybody like they like try to like want to compare him to like being better than Gronk, but Travis Kelce was like almost irrelevant in that time period when
Yeah.
Gronk was around.
Well, the thing too that people that like to compare Kelsey to Gronk is Gronk was on the IR list
Most of his career,
most of his fucking career.
he retired. They're the same age.
Yeah.
And he retired before him, played less than
Because of
him
his
because he was
injury.
hurt, and still had the same career.
Yeah.
So if you had a healthy Gronk through his entire career, Patriots would have been dominant.
Playing. He'd still be playing. I mean, shit, dude. Look what he was playing with Brady in Tampa Bay. He missed like half the fucking season getting his elbow worked on again,
Yeah.
and then came back to win the fucking Super Bowl just to get Ken out.
So
Like,
a healthy, I would have rathered a healthy Gronk. Like, you guarantee Patriots would have just been that much more dominant.
yeah,
Look at the Super Bowls and playoff games that the Patriots didn't win. Gronk was not playing.
yeah.
They went and I think they went and won without Edelman, didn't they? Or did they go and win without Gronk one year? I think they went and won without Gronk.
Didn't they win without both?
I can't remember. I feel like they went and won one without Gronk. It was the Rams game. No, it wasn't, because he caught a pass in the Rams game that
No.
was like his last catch as a Patriot. Was it the Eagles
Yeah.
game? Maybe it was the Eagles game, and they didn't win that. I can't remember. Too much happened. That was years and years ago, almost decades ago.
Gronkowski played in the 2012, the 2015, the 2018, and 2019 Super Bowl.
Uh-huh. 2012, they lost to the Giants.
They lost to the Giants. Yep.
Edelman played in that one too, I think. No, he played in
Yeah.
he played in the '07 one too, but he was just a punt returner really.
Yeah. But yeah.
Anyway, that's
Edelman.
still the argument. I would rather a healthy Gronk over a Travis Kelce any day.
Oh, for sure.
Gronk was just one of them people you just could not take down. Especially if he's in an open field. And always
Julian
just
Edelman
pi-
only played in 4.
What's that?
Julian Edelman played in 4. The
4 Super
12,
Bowls?
15, 17, and 19.
I thought he. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I don't know why I thought he was on the 07 team. But,
Fabricating facts.
one thing I don't understand with, like, tight ends like Kels and Gronk, why do teams leave them wide open? You see it so often with, like, Kels will be, like, end up running up a seam or something, and he'll be wide open. It's like, why? He's a tight
Yeah.
end that's very capable of catching the ball and running somebody over. Why are you leaving him wide
Yeah.
open? Why would you leave Gronk wide open? That's you deserve
Didn't
to
most
lose
teams
when
run
you
like
do
a
that.
zone defense against the Patriots?
Yeah, but that's dumb. You don't leave
Oh,
Gronk wide
I
open.
know.
Or you
I
don't
know.
leave Kels wide open. You have somebody cover him at all times. If he's on the field to be a receiver, you have somebody cover him. But I'm somewhat excited for the Super Bowl and somewhat just worried that the Chiefs are going to end up fucking winning.
See,
might have
that's
to-
a fear of mine. I was talking to my brother earlier about the Super Bowl too, and he's like, I don't even watch it. I hate both those fucking teams. I'm like, yeah, but still.
I don't hate the 49ers enough, I guess, but also it's an AFC team, so
Yeah,
we don't play
no,
the
I'm
Niners enough
NFC,
to
so
hate them. And the Chiefs are just fucking annoying now to everybody.
see, I
I
just
think,
hate I hate the AFC.
I wonder what the hatred is. Do people hate the Patriots in the past more or the Chiefs more now? I want to see that poll. Like, somebody needs to
Yeah,
create a poll.
that would be
Who do you hate the most? The Patriots or the Chiefs? Obviously not the Patriots now, but like back in
Well,
the
yeah,
day.
everybody loves the Patriots now.
Well, because they fucking suck again.
Exactly. Back where they belong.
I want to see that. That would be a poll. Who do you hate the most? Just to see, like, who has the most hatred. And I feel like 90% of the hatred is because of Taylor Swift now for the Chiefs, but I've always hated the Chiefs. One, because of reasons we already talked about, and two, I don't like Mahomes. And I somewhat figured out his fucking voice is so fucking annoying. Like, the way he talks, his play, I don't like. What else?
He really does not like the Chiefs.
No, I don't. I fucking hate them.
Sorry,
want-
this
I think this podcast just became a hate on the Chiefs. Holy shit.
Well, they deserve it.
fuck the Chiefs, fuck Taylor Swift, fuck Patrick Mahomes.
All I gotta say is
Alright.
I'm glad the Patriots have defeated them in an AFC title game. And then
Let's
Brady turned around and
see.
spanked his ass in the Super Bowl.
All right, so the most hated NFL team, according to the Bengals Reddit,
Okay.
is the New England Patriots at 12.9%, and these percentages don't really add up. But the top 5 are the Patriots, the Cowboys, the Packers, the Vikings, and the Eagles.
Fuck.
I don't understand why the Packers are there.
Because it's the Packers.
Well, you got to think too. This is also the Bengals subreddit.
I'm just trying to figure out how the Packers just fall on that. Literally, Cowboys make sense. I was already gonna say you could
Midwest
throw Cowboys
bullshit.
up in Mike's original setup, and they fare a good
I
portion
feel like
of still
people
being
don't hate the
hated more.
Cowboys as much as they hate the Patriots and hate the Chiefs nowadays.
All right, so from
Like-
Sportskeeda, number 5 is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Number 4 is the Buccaneers.
That's just
Number
'cause of
3 is the
Brady.
Jets. Number 2 is the Patriots, and number 1 is the Cowboys.
Man, the
I
Chiefs can't even
told
break.
you.
They suck. Fuck you,
The
Chiefs.
Cowboys need a day.
But I feel like
it's what the late '80s era that put them up there for that, if I remember.
I really
correctly.
feel like the people don't hate the Cowboys now. They're just a laughing stock now. Is like their whole thing. Like nobody hates the Cowboys. Like I don't hate the Cowboys. Venom might hate
Dylan
the
does.
Cowboys, but
Yeah, but I have a different reason for my hatred of the Cowboys now.
is it because of rap?
But people really don't have a reason to hate the Patriots
No.
now anymore either. Haven't had that for years. So technically,
What,
they're. I
4
don't feel
years?
the Patriots are that hated of a team either now, and I just do it just to fuck with you.
You mean 4 years?
Yeah.
And they've been
whatever.
to the playoffs like within that 4 years.
Yeah, but there's still, like I said, man, you don't hear no one dogging on the Patriots anymore. Come on.
Because they're not a threat right now. If the Patriots
know,
came
but
back next
People
season,
were
I
still talking
guarantee
about
you,
the Cowboys
I
until I freaking
guarantee
turned
you,
18,
people would
at
start
least.
hating on the Patriots. If they came back next season, went into the playoffs, people would start hating on them. If they came back, won their division, went into the AFC Championship game, people would start hating on them. They would hate them. Next season would be amazing if they made the AFC Championship game, the Chiefs versus the Patriots, just to see who's the most hated. That would be an AFC Championship game.
I think Mike's just looking for a team that could be outed worse than the Patriots were. And I tried talking him off the ledge, but he still decided to jump.
You just can't. You can't handle the greatness of the Patriots. 20 years, man. 20 years.
I will.
The Patriots held it down for 20 years.
Okay, and
And your team only
You're
held it down
kind
for a
of-
decade, so fuck you.
okay,
We held it down for 2.
okay. And now that team is gone.
Yeah.
What you got now?
What did your team do
Ass.
after that? It took
It's
how
the
many
same
years
damn
for you
thing
to-
we did.
It took how many
And
years for you to get into the playoffs?
We
After a
Cowboys are
decade
your
of
future.
dominance?
Cowboys are your future.
No, they're not.
I
Not with
freaking
McCarthy.
guarantee
Not
it.
with
Cowboys are your
McCarthy.
future.
Not with
Oh,
McCarthy.
I so hope it happens.
Not with McCarthy. Not gonna happen.
If
Not with
anything, the
Prescott.
Raiders are coming back.
It's the same thing with the Ravens. Not gonna happen with Harbaugh. Not gonna happen
No,
with
no, no.
Lamar.
The Raiders, man. The Raiders are coming back.
I can actually agree with that, just from what we saw at the end of this season with their head coach,
Hell
with
yeah,
their
dude.
players. I can actually
Jimmy
see
G's fucking
them.
making it happen, dude.
I could see them making a run into the playoffs and a potential deep run into the playoffs. I don't
I
see a
think they
Super
need to-
Bowl next year, but I see a good run next
No,
year.
they're gonna make a playoff run for sure. They need to scrap fucking O'Connell and throw Jimmy G back in there.
Why? Jimmy G's injury prone. though.
Garoppolo's old. He's hurt. However, I think he's gonna be the new face of the Raiders.
I wouldn't say he's old, but he's just injury prone. So like he gets on the field, he gets hurt.
It's a
Hey,
And
hey,
that
we're,
started
we're,
with the
we're not.
Patriots
We're
when Brady
not.
got suspended. Like he got hurt, so we had to put freaking Brissett in to go win against the freaking Texans, and like
I mean, don't get me wrong. Aiden's a great fucking quarterback with how young he is, and I mean, he's got a sexy fucking mustache. But I don't think
so
he's set to go the long haul with that franchise. At least not as a starter.
yeah, but Jimmy G's not the answer. Like he's gonna get hurt halfway through the season. If
Yeah.
so, they need to either A, go into free agency and get a quarterback, or B, go
Well,
into the
they're
draft and get a quarterback.
what are they in the draft?
I
What
don't
number
know.
are they in the draft?
I'll look it up.
I don't think they're that bad off for pick. Um, let's see. Well, they're not in the top 10. They're 13th in the draft.
That's not terrible. You can get a quarterback in the first 13
Yeah.
picks. Because all the teams picking, I don't think are really looking for a quarterback besides the Patriots. You've
Yeah,
got,
I mean the Patriots and maybe the Commanders.
probably.
Maybe.
But I can see quarterbacks falling into the later rounds, so you don't really have to pick a quarterback right away.
No, I think this year is going to be the year of the receiver
Yeah,
because everybody's looking for a wide receiver.
I think the fucking Patriots should pick a fucking wide receiver in the first round. But
Nah,
they
we need to pick a QB in the first round and then go for a receiver in the second.
See, I differ on that. I feel like if they get a wide receiver, get a good one in the draft, and then if there's a good QB in the second round, potentially draft one. If not, go into free agency. I think there's some decent quarterbacks in the free agency that could be picked up. If not, you're still in a rebuilding year, so you don't need to
Yeah.
draft a quarterback. So
Honestly, I
Just-
think it's a perfect time especially in a rebuilding year. I think it's
I think it's
perfect
a
to
terrible
draft a
time
new quarterback.
because they're
No, because
gonna.
this way that quarterback builds up with all those weapons. That's I don't know. It's more synergy.
I argue the different point of they need a wide receiver. They need to fix their O line. Any QB they bring in is just gonna get destroyed with their offensive line. So I think they should just keep Sappy in at quarterback, draft a wide receiver, fix the O line, and potentially get next season sign a decent quarterback in the free agency because I feel like quarterbacks next year are going to drop off of teams that are still good. That's what I would do. I wouldn't draft a quarterback this year.
I don't know.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what they do.
Are we gonna have a fantasy league?
What, next year?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, definitely, man. I've been wanting again. It's one of the reasons why I think I stopped watching football is because I had nothing to do any of that shit with anyone.
We could do a fantasy
I think we
league
should
next
start
year.
a fantasy league for sure. I'd be down for it.
We putting $10-20 on the line. Who's gonna be in it though? Just like me, you, and Raph. 'Cause I don't
And
know
then-
anybody else that watches football that would really come over to our fantasy league.
Well, we might. I mean, when we get to that point, we're ready to set it up. We can put a hit out in the Discord and see if anyone else wants in.
Could do that. $20
I might see
buy-in.
if my brother wants to join in.
Yeah.
Ooh, BGA will join in for sure.
What we could also do next season, along with that, is we get a group of guys to throw in like $20 into a buy-in pot, and each season like week we pick like the winners like we did, and whoever has the most accurate picks wins the pot. That's something we should do next season, even if we do it just between us three.
Yeah.
Whoever has the most accurate picks throughout the season wins the whatever we put into the pot.
I'd be down for it.
But we're gonna go into the later half of the podcast. And Venom, what else is going on in the world of sports besides Taylor Swift and football?
Wait, isn't that all that's left?
Basically.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead.
Um, So, in the world of sports, let's see, we'll kick it off with hockey. Um, everyone played yesterday, as is tradition. Or not yesterday, sorry, Saturday. Bruins beat the Flyers 6-2. Caps lost to Stars 5-4 in overtime. Oilers beat the Predators 4-1. Sabres beat the Sharks 5-2. Leafs beat the Jets 4-2. Hurricanes beat the Yotes 3-1. Rangers beat the Senators 7-2. Penguins beat Canadians 3-2 in overtime. Lightning beat the Devils 6-3. Panthers beat the Islanders in overtime 3-2. Red Wings beat the Goldens 5-2. The Ducks beat the Wild 3-2. The Flames beat the Blackhawks 1-0. The Canucks beat the Blue Jackets in overtime 5-4. Yesterday, the Blues beat the Kings 4-3 in overtime. Kraken beat the Blue Jackets 4-2. And then today's game, the Senators beat the Predators 4-3 in OT.
Did we talk basketball already?
No, this is hockey.
Okay.
And then let's see, tomorrow's game, we got the Blue Jackets and the Blues, and the Sharks and the Kraken. Wednesday, we have the Senators, Red Wings, the Kings and Preds, and the Sharks and the Ducks. And then Saturday, we have our All-Star games, which will be determined, I think, Wednesday. We'll see who's who. But usually the hockey All-Star games are fun as hell to watch. I'll definitely be watching that shit.
Will
That's
you go
Saturday,
live
February
watching it?
3rd. Oh, dude, it's so much fun.
When is it?
The first All-Star game is at 3. The
This
next one's
Saturday?
at 4. Yeah. And then
So we don't have actually
the
like,
next one.
anything well for football, quote unquote, sports related stuff to talk about. We could go live with this and like commentate over that
I'd be
this
I'd be-
weekend.
I'd be totally down.
Wait,
Just
what are we
see if
commentating
I'll be
over?
who the hockey
right?
All-Star game. Yeah.
Yeah, just because it's gonna
Y'all
be kind of
gonna
a
make me
lull
watch hockey?
week within football. I don't watch hockey either, but we gotta figure something
Yeah,
out.
but you're in an area where hockey's big. You still know things. I know nothing.
No, I don't.
Dude, your area where hockey's big, Joe.
Dude, I just found out the one team I know of isn't even up there in the leagues. It's like a low league shit.
Venom, this is coming from the guy who doesn't know about New Orleans.
That shit was fucking hilarious, dude.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's some town I've never heard of. The Pelicans.
Bitch, you ain't never heard of New Orleans?
No, their shirt said something else. It said some city. Or their jerseys. It said some city. I'm like, who the fuck's this? And I was looking at the logo. I'm like, I don't fucking remember this logo ever for any of the NBA teams. I was like, what the fuck? So I'm like, who the fuck are the Bucks playing? The Bucks are destroying them. Dude, I got to a point, I'm like, is this a charity game? And Giannis just forgot to dial it back? Like, what about who is this? Like that's what I was actually about to message one of you guys, and that's when Amanda told me it was the Pelicans. 'Cause she was watching
Like-
too. We were at Buffalo Wild Wings on a date, and we ended up watching the freaking most of the game together.
Your wife had to tell you what team it was.
She actually looked it up. She looked it up. No, it wasn't that she just fucking. Oh yeah, that's the Pelicans. No, I was actually in the middle of asking you guys who the Bucks were playing. When she told me, "Oh, it's the Pelicans." Oh, okay.
Wrath. On the
Oh
scoreboard,
god.
it shows where they're from.
Yeah,
It
it'll say
did
NOL.
not.
I don't know what to tell you, man. I think
Um,
it did. You just weren't paying enough attention.
Dude, see, the only reason why I knew which score was the Bucks because it had the Bucks logo. That's how I knew. I didn't see freaking words. Okay.
Sorry, Wrath. I had to
He was
call you out
watching a
on
March
that one.
Madness game in 2004.
Dude, that'd be awesome. That would have been
fuck.
funny. Go to a sports bar that's
Oh.
supposed to have live games and it's a recording. That would have been hilarious.
All right.
Sorry, Wrath. I had to call
So
you out on that one.
since we're talking about basketball now, Saturday, Wizards beat the Pistons 118 to 104. The Knicks beat the Heat 125 to 109. The Nuggets beat the 76ers 111 to 105. The Nets beat the Rockets 106 to 104. The Jazz beat the Hornets 134 to 122. The Celtics got upset by the Clippers 115 to 96. As we all know, now the Bucks beat the Pelicans 141 to 117.
It was a slaughter. And
Uh,
actually, I don't like blowouts. I
um,
don't like watching blowouts, but that was a good one to watch.
The Lakers beat the Warriors in overtime 145 to 144. The Spurs beat the Timberwolves 113 to 112. They beat the Mavericks 120 to 115. Yesterday the Pistons beat the Thunder 120 to 104. The Pacers beat the Grizzlies 116 to 110. The Hawks beat the Raptors 126 to 125. The Magic beat the Suns 113 to 98. And the Bulls beat the Trailblazers 104 to 96. Today, so far, the Cavs beat the Clippers 118 to 8. The Knicks beat the Hornets 113 to 92. The Nets slaughtered 147 to 114. The Suns beat the Heat 1 to 105. The Celtics beat the Pelicans 118 to 112. As of right now, the Timberwolves are beating the Thunder, or they beat the Thunder 107 to 101. The Kings beat the Grizzlies 103 to 94. The Lakers are losing to the Rockets with a minute left in the fourth quarter, 129 to 114. The Wizards beat the Spurs 118 to 113. The Magic are in the third quarter with left, trailing Mavericks 89-94. The Bucks Nuggets are tied at halftime with 56. And the 76ers are up on the Trailblazers with 6 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first quarter, 10 to 8.
So,
And then tomorrow we got the Jazz Knicks, Pacers Celtics, Lakers Hawks, Raptors Bulls, and Warriors against the 76ers. and then that's about it for basketball until
So let's start a little conversation just because basketball is a pretty decent conversation. Is there any thought on who is going into the playoffs right now?
I don't understand
mean,
enough
just-
about basketball to answer that.
Oh, I'm
I
asking
mean,
Bennett,
just
not
looking.
you.
I mean, I don't really understand it either. It throws me for a loop. I mean, the Celtics are going. The Bucks are probably gonna go too. And I'd say the Thunder. I'd
Yeah,
say the
'cause it-
Thunder and the Timberwolves,
So how
because
the
I mean
heck
those are the
did-
top two on team
How
Isn't,
does-
aren't the
or every conference.
aren't the Bucks one of the top seeds right now? Did I read that
So
right?
the Celtics are one. So the top 10 in the East Conference are the Celtics, Bucks, 76ers, Knicks, Cavaliers, Pacers, Magic, Heat, Bulls, and Hawks. And then in the Western Conference, you got the Thunder, the Timberwolves, the Nuggets, the Clippers, the Kings, the Suns, the Pelicans, the Mavericks, the Lakers, and the Jazz.
So how the heck does NBA playoffs work?
I think it's the top 4 teams in each conference. So it'd be like Celtics against the Knicks and then the Bucks against the 76ers. And
How-
then the Thunder against the Clippers, the Wolves against the Nuggets, and then whoever wins from those, it would be like the Nuggets and then the Thunder for the finals.
How come I feel like football has like the simplest playoffs?
Oh, because it does. Oh God,
Well,
it makes so much sense
if-
how
if I
that
re-
is run. I don't understand anyone else's
If I
shit.
remember correctly with the NBA, it's the top 4 teams on both sides. They draw like a name out of a hat for who plays who. And then whoever wins out of those 2 games goes on to the finals.
So I feel like you could
And
hate on the
then who's
NFL for a lot of things, but I feel like they have playoffs like figured out.
And don't they play multiple games instead
Yeah.
of just one? Like, and that's how throughout the whole season, right?
Well,
too, right? If I remember
It's
correctly.
like I don't think it's I think it's the top 8 teams, not the top 4. Because the NBA just went through a bunch of fucking rule changes too.
I feel like it should just be one and done. Like if you lose, you suck. You're out. You win, you
Yeah, but don't
advance.
they play their games in like sets? Like you play like multiple games, or am I thinking? No, that's NBA.
So the
Yeah.
playoffs use a best of 7 elimination format. This means 2 teams play each other up to 7 times, with the team that wins 4 games progressing to the next round. Both conferences conduct the playoffs in the traditional bracket format. All rounds are best of 7. Series are played in the 2-2, 1-1-1 format, meaning the team with the home court advantage hosts games 1, 2, 5, and 7, while their opponent hosts games 3, 4, and 6, with games 5, 6, and 7 being played if needed.
So this
So it's done
This
like
is
the
the
World
problem.
Series. It's done like the World Series.
that's a problem with fucking baseball too.
I like the
One
World Series.
goddamn game, like one game. That's
Well,
all you need.
I understand one game for football, but I feel like football is more of a definitive sport than basketball.
Yes and
Because
no, but
if you're sitting there and you take 2 teams, right? Say you take the 49ers and Ravens,
yeah,
right? They played not that long ago and it was a blowout on the Ravens, right? Like the Ravens just smoked the 49ers.
yeah.
Who's to say if they play tomorrow,
I
the
feel like
game wouldn't be different,
probably.
right? So that's what they do with World Series. It's what they do with basketball. It's what they do with hockey. Football is the only
okay,
sport
so
that, like,
Baseball
think-
is
other
like
than
the
I think,
only sport
Soccer. I
Other
think
than the
soccer is
rest
the
of
only
them?
other sport.
That don't play a million fucking games. So sure, the World Series can work out that way, but basketball they play like 100 fucking games.
Well, they do in hockey too, and hockey works the same way.
I get it, but if you're
You
gonna
don't
play
like
that
it.
much, like
Right.
you're gonna
Football's the
get
old man
burned
out.
out. Like at some point,
Yeah, that's why it's the best of 7.
man,
You have your shitty players on the field first.
but I want to see the best players win, not. I don't know, like a best of 3. That's okay. A best of 7, get fucked. I'm not gonna sit there through a best of 7. If there was a football game that was best of 7, I'd be like watching back and forth. Like it would. It,
It's not like they're sitting there playing it back to back to back to back to back.
well, no, I get that. I understand that. I just don't.
Two things.
I
It
don't
keeps
like
the players
watching
rested.
a bunch like the
It
same
keeps the
teams
players
play against each
rested.
other. I guess like over and over and over again.
It keeps the players rested and keeps the ad revenue coming in.
I get that too. But that's why I don't watch. So that's why I don't watch basketball. That's why I don't watch or hockey. It's like I can't stand watching the same teams play over and over and over again. It gets boring. In the NFL, you play this conference, you play your conference twice, which it does bore me to watch the Patriots go and play the Bills, the Dolphins, and the Jets twice a year. That gets boring. I honestly wish the NFL would shake up the entire NFL and just switch teams around because that gets boring. But I can't stand watching the same teams play over and over again. It's boring. It's boring. Am I wrong? If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong.
I think you're wrong.
Okay.
I don't
Because
watch enough to answer that.
if you were right, they would have changed the way that shit's done years ago.
Okay, so you're right. But still,
Like,
that's how I feel.
dude, some of the best moments I've had sport wise, other than like playing the game, like being a fan sitting at home with my granddad watching the Red Sox go through the fucking World Series, watching them play fucking 7 games and bringing it home to fucking Boston.
Yeah, but baseball doesn't play
That's
100
a
games.
memory. That's a memory that will never.
But baseball
like-
doesn't play 100 games.
Are you sure
Right?
about that?
They do.
Okay.
They play, if not as many, if not more than the NBA.
Maybe. I can't stand it. I guess. Maybe that's-
162 games.
Maybe that's why I'm drawn to the NFL so much because it's not so many
The
games.
MLB season schedule generally consists of 162 games for each of the 30 teams in the American League and National League. Played over approximately 6 months, a total of 2,430 games plus the postseason.
Okay. Got me.
The
You
fact that
got
I
me.
knew the answer to that shit.
I'm
But-
very proud of you, Joe.
Alright, Brewers is huge in this state.
Yeah.
I just can't stand it. Like, I just can't watch the same shit. And when I've been watching like the NFL the last several years, in the last 20 years or 30 years that I've been watching the NFL, I've wanted them to shake up the divisions for a long time.
That will never happen.
Shake them up.
Uh.
That'll
switch
never happen.
teams around. Like, it's. You say it would never happen, but it could very well happen. If the. I think it should. Put the fucking
I
Cowboys
don't. I'm sorry.
actually in the South
When it comes to
Division
football,
because
that
they're
tradition
not
should
an
stay.
Eastern team, so they should be in a South Division, not an East Division. So they should be in a South Division. Put the Patriots in the NFC East. Take an NFC East team, put them in the AFC East team,
Who's
and
on
do
the
that every
NFC?
10 years, and there's a fresh, like, vibe to it. Like, it's not just a dominant team in this division all the time. And I say
Who-
that
who-
as a Patriots fan that dominated the AFC East. It was boring.
Who's on NFC East?
The Cowboys,
Okay,
the
so
Giants
I
that
was
should.
thinking that
the-
right. I was really hoping, but hey, you know what? You can kick the Giants out. I'm okay with that.
You can't
I'm
kick.
okay
They're
with
in the
battling with
East,
the Patriots.
so you can't
Kick
kick
'em
them
out.
out.
Kick 'em
But
out.
you got the Giants, you got the Eagles, you got the Cowboys, and you got the Washington. The Cowboys are the only team that should not be in the NFC East. Send
Oh,
them
so
to
you
a
wanna
South
kick-
division.
Nah. Never.
And the NFL has shaken up the divisions before because the Colts and the Patriots used to be in the same division. So they have done it before, so you can't say that will never happen. Because it has.
Who did they swap from then?
They
If they
didn't
were in the same
swap.
division.
It was the Patriots, the Jets, the Colts,
Oh,
the
so it was
Bills,
a
and the
5-team
Dolphins.
division.
All in the same division. So it was a 5-team division.
Okay, there's your reason right there. There were
But
5
still,
teams. That's
they
why-
still
no,
did it. They
they're
still
not
did
just
it.
gonna do it to shake things up.
They did.
It wouldn't be a bad thing, but they won't.
They did it. They still did it. The Colts and the Patriots still had a rivalry.
No, that was circumstances.
But it doesn't.
There was a division
It's
with
boring.
3 teams and a division with 5.
The only reason the AFC East right now is remotely
Not my fault you
interesting
got an
is because
easy
the
division.
fucking Dolphins and the Bills got good. If the Patriots would still be dominating, you would be sitting there and saying that they should shake up the divisions and move the Patriots. So, and I've had this argument with people in the past that said the exact same thing because the Patriots were dominating their division. They said
Yeah,
they
it's just
should
'cause
move
their
them
division
somewhere
sucks.
else and see if they do the same thing.
But see, it is shaking up. Patriots suck. Everyone else is doing good. Look, it's shaking up. And you're
It's still boring because
complaining
you're still playing against the same teams.
and losing.
Not true.
It's shaking
Because
up.
these division teams know each other. So they beat each other and they win against each other all the time. And I feel like Venom fell asleep or is ignoring this whole conversation.
No, I'm just listening.
I think they should shake up the divisions.
You know what, Venom? Where the hell do you stand on this? I'm done hearing his point. I'm done arguing mine. Where do you fall in this? Are you a third point? Do you fall with one of us? What the hell is it?
I think it needs to stay the same.
So it should stay the same. My argument is always going to be that it should be shaken up every 10 years. And that's not unreasonable.
This isn't a fucking presidency we're talking about here. Fucking NFL, dude.
Dude, I'm just going off of the fact of
We need something.
the Patriots
cemented.
dominated for 20 years in one division, and everybody always said it's because they were in the AFC East, and they dominated that division. So they had a playoff run every year. So if you shook up your divisions every
Feels
so
mainly
often,
you're in the AFC.
what?
You heard me.
I know I didn't actually.
It's because it's also because you're in the AFC. Really wasn't much for them to go up against back then.
That's not true. Steelers,
That is true. Colts and the Steelers was it.
Colts. Ravens.
Yeah, they had 2 good
Okay,
years.
whatever. But still, every like 10 years, just shake up the divisions a little bit. Take one team, pluck them out of here, put them there. I'm done
I think it's
arguing
just
about it.
man.
That's my stance on it. It's just, it's
Um,
boring.
Moving on to baseball. So
Wait, that's going on right now?
nope, not yet, but we're getting there.
Spring training,
Okay.
man.
First spring training game is February 22nd at 3:10 p.m. It's Dodgers and Padres. Then we got spring training. Uh, pretty much every day until the regular season starts, which is sorry, I'm scrolling. Still scrolling. We're into March. Still scrolling. Still in March. A lot of spring training games, boys.
So when's the regular season start?
That's what I'm trying to find out. God damn it! All right,
That might
so
be
regular
a month
season
before.
starts March 21st. It's a morning game between the Padres and Dodgers. Looks like it's a 6:05 a.m. game.
6 in the morning?
6 in the fucking morning.
Man, you
Yo, I couldn't
baseball fans
imagine
must be
playing that early.
dedicated.
No, dude.
I didn't
I
even know
could
they
imagine-
had games
I got
that
one
early.
question.
Holy shit.
Do
Yeah,
do
fuck
baseball
that.
fans get drunk?
Oh
Yes.
shit, yeah, dude.
Tailgates are a thing.
Have you ever, dude? Fucking. I remember going to a Red Sox spring training game, and somebody fucked up and thought that they were going to a Yankees spring training game. Either that or they lost a bet. But they showed up to the ballpark in Yankees gear. I've never seen somebody get their ass kicked and thrown out of the stadium so fucking fast, drenched in beer before in my life. I mean, there'll be times where, I mean, it happens in basketball and shit too, but like, Johnny Damon, when he went to the Yankees, his first game back at Fenway Park after leaving the Red Sox for the Yankees, they benched him because people were throwing beer into the dugout at.
I feel like so for baseball for me, I was actually never really a fan of watching. I loved playing the game,
Yep.
Yeah.
but I was never a fan of watching, and my most experience with baseball is Sandlot.
It's a good movie. Damn,
It's
I
a
feel
great
old.
movie.
I know.
That's my experience with baseball.
Nah, my granddad used to take me to spring training games all the time. when
See, I
was a
feel like
kid.
if I would have gone to actual games, maybe I would be a little different for it. It's just
How far? How long of a drive is it for you to go to Boston,
4 or 5 hours.
dude? I'd be going to Fenway Park every fucking weekend, bro.
You
Yeah,
think
but
I
you
can
like to
afford that?
drive.
What'd you say?
You think I can afford that? Gas is $3
No.
and 19 cents a gallon.
Bro,
I got mortgage
be
to
worth-
pay. I've got an electric bill to pay. I've got a water bill to pay. I've got
no, dude, it'd be
Child to
worth it.
feed.
It'd be
exactly.
worth it. Give the kid fucking ballpark wieners, dude. It'll be fine.
How is he gonna afford those?
You get them from the dude behind the dumpster. They're
Oh
super
my
cheap.
god. Venom. Don't have a kid.
You get them from Paul there behind the fucking bleachers.
That doesn't work. Raph,
But
I
no,
need your help.
Bro,
No, I'm God, dude.
I straight up would if
I
I
would
lived 5
love to
hours away
actually
from
go,
I would go
but
at least like
it's
3
not in
times
the
a year.
cards. that's at least $100 just to drive down there, and
Yeah, but you can get the
$100
tickets
to
pretty cheap
drive
too.
back.
You can get the tickets pretty cheap too.
What used to piss me off is like during like what was it, preseason for the football, like tickets were free to
Yeah.
go to Gillette. Not one person from work
Yeah.
wanted to go and watch the Patriots games. I was like, are you serious? Like, you literally can just walk in and watch. And nobody wanted
Yeah.
to go. And we were in Franklin, I think, which is right by. Might have not been Franklin. Fuck. Where the fuck is the Hawthorne? I can't remember. It might have been Franklin, but anyway, it was right there by where Gillette Stadium is, Foxborough. So I was pissed nobody ever wanted to go because A, I didn't go because I'm gonna drink if I go to a football
Yeah.
game, and B,
Yeah.
I hate driving in Massachusetts.
Like growing up in Orlando. Well, there's a reason they're called mass holes.
Yeah,
Growing up in Orlando.
you better be able to take that
Um,
exit at 85 miles an
there
hour. If you
were-
can't, you're gonna die.
Oh hell yeah! There were growing up in Orlando, I was a solid 30 minutes away from any sporting event.
Yeah, well, that's great.
I could drive to downtown and watch an Orlando Magic game, go watch a Solar Bear game. During the bowl games, we'd get bowl tickets, and it's right down the road from where the Magic play.
And that
So
is
it's
a product of
about
where
30
you
minutes.
lived.
All the spring training games or not all of them, but a good majority of the spring training games happen in and around Central Florida.
Okay.
So
that
I mean,
that's a
it was-
product of where you live. So
it
you're
was a
able to make those
45-minute
things.
drive to go see the Braves play. Is a, I think it was an hour drive to go see the Cardinals, 45 to go see the Yankees, hour and a half to go see the Red Sox. Like it just it was nice.
And you wonder why the fans from these areas don't exist.
I'm an hour and a half from
And
from
that's a
both
long drive,
locations.
Wrath.
Not really.
Not really. No, but see, I don't
Bullshit.
drive because I can't drive long distances.
I
So I
hate
get
driving.
to watch a movie or TV show as I get to go. So
I hate driving.
Dude,
I
driving is
ain't
the
not driving
best.
either anymore.
I fucking
Fucking
love
hate
driving.
Can't stand it.
Getting to the point where I hate driving at night, which I never thought I'd hear myself say.
I hate driving in general. Like,
But
I'm glad my
But-
job is 5 minutes away.
Alright, I'm taking us back to sports talk. My
Okay.
daughter, she goes to at least two Brewers games a year.
yeah. Is that with like the AAU or whatever that she's with, or
No, she her grandparents will take her or one of her aunts.
hell yeah?
Someone in the family's got season tickets
Oh
for the
nice.
Brewers. Now,
Alright.
Coda and I, we go to God, I actually forgot our local team here.
Wrath, I fully expect you to commentate over your daughter's games.
The hell I will. No, she comes and tries talking to me because I play league softball. Well, she plays fast pitch softball, so she loves the fact that we got something to talk about. Man, when she comes home from baseball, I don't want to hear it. No. You can talk to me about softball. You talk to me about your softball. You start talking about the MLB, you could just keep on walking. Don't care. I have zero fucks right there.
Alrighty. Well, I guess this is a good time to end because Venom's
We
supposed
still
to be
got
in
more to
bed by
talk
now.
about.
You're supposed to be in bed by now. Didn't you say 10 o'clock was
Yeah.
a bad time? It's 10:47 now.
No, I said I was gonna start crashing around 10, and we're getting there.
Well, I got
Um,
Wrath and I
I
got a
took my meds
conversation to
late.
go have with Pride, so we gotta wrap this up.
Pride can wait.
You know,
In the world of sports news in general, um, some Russian figure skater that was slotted for the Olympics, who's 17, just caught a 4-year ban for doping. Oh fuck. Looks like Jason Kelsey is getting ready to officially announce his retirement,
we already knew that.
but it's official because his wife's now talking about it.
It was official when he walked off the field after that Eagles game.
Yeah.
Like, the fucking man's old, and actually he's not old because he's probably only like 4 or 5 years older than me. He's not old, but he's old in the world of sports. Fucking asshole.
Jorge Polanco is traded to the Seattle Mariners. One of the Houston Astros manager passed away today at 80. There's one other thing, but I can't seem to find it. Oh, Sports Illustrated's getting ready to close its doors.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's save this for next week for something to talk about.
All right.
That's actually pretty interesting.
Yep. It's rumored, but something to do with loss of subscribers and
Well, that's
print
not a
is dead
surprise, but-
kind of bullshit. So
Not a surprise,
Who
but I
knows?
guess that's an interesting thing to talk about next week.
yeah.
Actually,
Oh,
in
and
less than a week, but
TJ Hawkinson had his ACL surgery today.
I don't
The
know who
dude
that
from
is.
the Vikings.
Oh. What game did he get hurt in?
Let's find out. Detroit Lions, week 16. He tore both his ACL and MCL after a low hit from Detroit Lions safety Kirby Joseph during the Vikings week 16 loss. So he should be back next season.
Yeah. Oh well. He should be back next season, but ACL tears are like
One of
Is
the
he gonna be
hardest things to come back
100%?
from.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Is he gonna baby it?
I mean,
Is
it's one of
Aaron
the
Rodgers going
hardest
back
things
to
to
the
get rid
Jets
of.
next season?
Is Aaron Rodgers what?
Going back to the Jets.
I saw a thing where he went back into the free agent pool, but let's find out.
That would be hilarious if he doesn't go and actually play for the Jets and the Jets had to pay him to do absolutely nothing. That would honestly be the ultimate troll.
No, apparently the New York Jets are going to build an O line around Rodgers.
Really?
Yep.
So he can still fail.
Yep.
Alrighty.
I mean,
That's a great way to
he's-
end the podcast. Aaron Rodgers failing.
he's gonna get one foot on the field, and this time
He should have just
think his
fucking
knee's gonna give.
retired.
I think his
after-
knee's gonna give.
After that happened, it's just like, just leave. Does anybody really care about Aaron Rodgers at this point?
I'm sure
No.
somebody does somewhere. Maybe his mom.
Not here. Not
Probably
in this
Skip Bayless
conversation.
or friggin' whoever cares about him, but God damn. Like, Aaron Rodgers he needs to leave. Friggin' who? Ben Roethlisberger's left. Brady's left.
Yeah, but he
Peyton
came
Manning's
after.
left. Friggin' Drew Brees is left. Like, come
Brett
on. Like,
Favre.
that era is gone. Get the. Well, Brett Favre doesn't count. But that era of football is gone. Just
Yeah.
leave. Right off in the sunset. You're done.
Hell, I think the only one left from that is him, really.
Yeah. And
Because I mean,
he's not a difference maker anymore.
like Derek Carr came in late into that. Fucking
You got Joe Flacco still slinging it around out there, but
yeah.
that was circumstance.
Slack Prescott came in late.
Yeah.
Cam Newton's fucking dressing like old ladies and interviewing people now.
So he's not playing no more.
But hell, he came in late.
So there's like nobody other than Joe Flacco who just got off his couch and decided he wanted to play football again.
Yeah, gentlemen, I got
That's it.
That's
That's-
about it.
Just retire right off into the sunset. You're not making another Super Bowl. You're not making another playoff run. Give it up.
What if next year the Patriots steal Aaron Rodgers from the Jets
That would be hilarious, and I also would have to.
and he takes us to the fucking Super Bowl?
I would have a hard time with that one.
I wouldn't claim it, dude. That'd be one where I'd be like, all right, boys, we'll just chalk this one up to dumb luck.
But really, Aaron Rodgers should just give it up. Like,
Yeah.
he's probably the oldest quarterback next to Joe Flacco.
Let's find out. Nope.
Who is?
So in the 23 season, he is the oldest. But George Blanda retired at 48.
Is he still playing? I mean, like, playing.
No, it's playing. We got let's see. Hold on, shit's loading.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's probably the oldest quarterback playing right now. 'Cause
Aaron
Brady was,
Rodgers
like-
at 39, Flacco at 38, Matt Ryan at 38.
Matt Ryan's not playing. He's a commentator. So
When the
he is
fuck
the
was
oldest
this,
quarterback
right?
playing right now.
Yeah.
So give it up.
Oh, this is fucking 2 years old.
So give it up,
So-
man. Like, you're old in the world of football. Give it up. You're not making another playoff run. You're not making a Super Bowl run. What are you trying to prove? You're not Brady. Like, give it up. I would just ride off in the sunset. But honestly, I would have rode off into the sunset after the Packers didn't want to re-sign me.
I mean, he just looks old and battered.
He's not. I will give it to people that old Aaron Rodgers was a good QB.
Yeah.
Like,
You mean
he
young
could
Aaron
pull off some
Rodgers?
stuff like that you would just be like, how the hell did he do that? But he was never. The team around him was never good enough to make multiple Super Bowl appearances. So there's always that argument.
I mean, hell, even now you could stick him in Madden 2000 and what number are we on now?
I don't know, 14, 15, 16.
2356 Madden, whatever. But
Does-
you could stick him in the Madden you have now, throw him in the customize option, give him max stats, and he'd still sit out the whole fucking season.
And that's where we're gonna end this week. Aaron Rodgers sitting out.
Aaron Rodgers, a dick.
Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and the comment we want you to leave this week is, who do you think's gonna win the Super Bowl? Hopefully not the Chiefs.
If you say the Chiefs, go ahead and unsubscribe.